So let's talk about this topic. And a lot of you clicked in because you saw what it said. So I was talking to a young lady, and she is currently making her exit plan on leaving an in particular narcissist. And one of the things that God had told me to tell her was do not have any intercourse with this individual because that's what's going to draw her in. And when I said that, I was like, interesting. So as I got off of the Zoom with her and, basically helping her through her exit plan, I started talking to God about that. And he was saying that when they draw you back in to lay with them, to have sex with them, that is the weapon that the enemy, the devils, are using to will you back in. So let me explain this. Have you ever told yourself that I'm done with this narcissist? I don't want to be with them no more. I'm fed up. You're packing your bags. You probably even left, but somehow they said, can we talk? Okay. And you say, whatever, we could talk. And then what do they try to engage in? They try to engage in sex. Okay, first it starts off with just conversation. The next thing you know, you are somehow laying up with this person again. Then now you're like, well, it's not so bad. It's, this person is changing. See, they wanted to talk. They said we're going to go to counseling. They're going to make necessary changes. Then it wheels you back in. Okay, and I'm doing this because it's almost like we're a fish on a hook and they're wheeling us back in with their little hook. And the crazy thing is when God began to show me this, I said, dang, like it's witchcraft. Like sex is witchcraft, right? And I want to explain that too, because sometimes you got to think about it. God says the two becomes one. You join together with that person. So I'm going to say this, hopefully don't get taken down, but think about when a person have reached to their max, okay, and we're going to just be discreet. If a person reached to their max, sometimes females can feel that within their mind, in their brain. It's like this thing that just shoots up to your mind and it just kind of goes back down. Some of you ladies maybe have experienced that. And I was telling my husband, I was like, that is like crazy, like how everything like works in our bodies during that time. And so what I'm saying is that the enemy, okay, when you're outside of the will of God, and then some of you are married to this narcissist, it's reconnecting you, okay, but in a demonic way versus in a healthy way, because the person is full of demons. And this person ultimately is only trying to have sex with you just because they want to will you back in. I tried to leave a narcissist 6 times, and I kid you not, looking back on those 6 times, each and every time that I came back was because intercourse had just took place. And I never took notice of that until today. Even the other relationship I was in, he willed me back in with what? Sex. And so some of you have been sitting here saying, why every time I try to leave, I come back? I want to give you this, and I want you to try to do this. The next time you decide to leave, because there will be a next time, and you will leave again, okay, you will be leaving again, I want you to take heed to them trying to sleep with you. Because when they do this, that is their way of willing you back in so that you can reconnect with them and stay. And that's why I said it's like literally like witchcraft. It's almost like the sex is witchcraft because it's getting you to change your mind, change your feelings, change those emotions, forget the thoughts that you were just telling yourself what you're not going to do, and you completely do the opposite and get back with this person. I also use this phrase called the yo-yo effect. They throw you out, okay, too far, meaning they didn't went too far, and then they will you back in with the promises, the I love yous, the gifts, the trips, the I'm going to go to counseling, we're going to make necessary changes, and then you get wheeled back in, and some of that may not work for y'all. So they try the sex, and that works because it brings you back together. So I want you to hold your grounds, because here's the thing. Next time you are with that person, and you know what I mean by that, you're not just with that person, you're with their demons. It's the demons that you're really with, because the demons have taken over the person's body. And so you're really not having intercourse with that person, but it's with the spirits that's in that person that is working up their little magic while you're together. And then that Ahab spirit that you're carrying that's drawing you back to this person, okay, is also at work with messing with your emotions, which is why you're like, yeah, I need to go back to this person because I love this person, and this person, they're going to make the changes that they said they're going to make. No, they're not. Okay, it's all a game. So this has been in my spirit to post. And so I really hope that this video makes it to those that needs it, because it's time to level up in your spirit realm, and it's time to leave this narcissist and stop letting them use that weapon over you. Okay, I pray that it breaks in Jesus' name.